have to wait, yeah. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the
ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to the William Street Swap Shop.
It's Monday.
We're a
We
daily.
just flipped the sign for the week. We're open for swapping once again.
You can check our Yelp page out. We're a daily shop, open 1 hour a day, Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Highest rated swap shop in Metro Atlanta on Yelp. So keep that in mind. We're trustworthy. We have a good fan base. 4.2 stars out of 5, I believe.
I believe so.
And
the reason we would have 5 stars, but the person who put lower than 5 stars, they were being silly. They were making a joke.
right.
They really didn't have a bad experience.
They should change that. It's not really the spirit of Yelp, I
Right.
think, to do something like that.
Right. I get that you're being funny, but we need those stars. We need those reviews.
Gotta have 5 of 5. Actually,
That's right.
4.9 so that people know it's not just like one review or whatever.
That's right.
You're joining us. This is a show called the William Street Swap Shop. It's Monday morning. My name is Zach,
My name is Matt.
and
It's a deal.
it's a deal. I didn't call myself Zach as a joke. It just happened.
Oh, really?
We've become so symbiotic. It's
think
like
I'll-
one entity.
A lot of people want to be me, and I want to be you, Matt, so it's fair.
I want to be you
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
I do a lot of cool, what can I say? I do a lot of cool things on the weekends and on weeknights. I don't just go home and rest. A lot of people say they go home and rest. I work on things. I have a lot of hobbies and interests.
What's your top 3 hobbies right now?
Right now it's gardening. I got a garden. Love my plants. I made some herbs. I made pizza the other day and used basil and oregano for it. So gardening is number 1. Number 2 is exercise, running and biking. Moving quickly through the parks. Staying there longer times than I need to, resting, watching people. It's just an all day activity. And number 3 is fashion.
That's what I'm talking about.
Always trying to look good, reviewing, reading the fashion blogs.
Upgrading your look
That's
for
right.
the season. I know you're always, when spring rolls around, spring Zach look. I always want to see what you got going.
Spring 2016, it's already hot. I'm already wearing everything that you could imagine. I have more items coming in, and people are sending me direct messages on all social media. Zach, what are you predicting for summer? And soon I'll have a summer look book. Pretty soon you'll see what my ideas for fashion are for the summer.
You guys only get to see Zach in his work clothes, but I hang out with him afterwards. We go to seafood restaurants together, and he's always got something up his sleeve.
That's right. We
Whether-
love going to Joe's Crab Shack
Yeah.
and any of the other restaurants that have seafood.
Zach's big spring thing this year is like it's like an iridescent baseball cap. It shines kind of purple in one sort of light and green in another kind of light. And we go down to the skate park and we just hang out with young people and see what they're into.
That's right.
And I'm like, hey man, can I listen to your iPod? When I see somebody with the white headphones, I'm like, one earbud, just one. And usually they don't want to do that, but some of them do. So then we listen to their young people's music.
Right. I hear a lot of new artists. I always try and stay on top of what new artists are dropping new tracks and albums. And I say, you use the other earbud, I'll put the other earbud in. We'll stay close to each other and we'll listen to the same track. We'll be skating next to each other, or I'll walk with you, whatever works.
And how long do you keep the earbud in usually?
For a few songs. And
Yeah.
then I dip the earbud out and say, hey, I got a split, man. But this is, it's been fun hanging out with you.
I listen to the earbud with the skateboarders for about 3 or 4 songs as well. And I take it out, I'm like, it's pretty good, but it's not as good of a audio quality as my Beats by Dre headphones. That's
Right.
what I listen to at home.
Right. You
And
can
they're
hear.
like, yeah, I got some of those at home too.
I've listened to headphones, little earbuds, where the speakers inside of them have been blown, so it's rattly. And like you said, I say if I had Beats by Drake, I would be good. I would know. I could listen to my music as loud as I wanted to. Have you ever had headphones on and you're listening to a song? I used to go to music stores where you could listen to music in the headphones,
Yeah.
and I'd be listening to, just any generic new metal band at the time.
Yeah.
Say I was listening to Godsmack, and I'd be sitting there listening, nodding my head, and then someone would come up and I'd want to say something. I'd say, this song is loud. And
Yeah.
I'd say it out loud, and it'd be funny because people are like, oh, you're not speaking with
You're
this
in the listening
room
station.
tone voice, right?
I remember when I was maybe 10, the media play opened up in our neighborhood with the first listening station.
That's right.
And I would just go to media play, still go there, and just listen to, well, just my music, the place where I can find peace with my thoughts.
That's how I feel. Put a song on. They don't limit it. You could stay all day. They would see me standing there and they'd say, oh, Zach's parents must have dropped him off again and they're letting the music babysit him. And that's true.
Call from
I'd let the
Pee
headphones.
in a Gatorade bottle. I
That's
did
right.
it many times at that
Put it
music
underneath
store.
the records, the discs.
Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
come on into the swap shop.
No problem. Yep, coming in with a nice hoodie on.
Okay.
Oh, hi. You like,
Which time?
Time?
did you say you listened to Kings of Leon at the record stores?
I was going to call actually about status of record stores in my own country.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Which country are you calling from?
It's Shimshik again.
Oh, from Cyprus.
Oh, nice. Simsek, yeah.
At first, I thought you were putting on an Australian accent. I thought.
I
you were
know.
gonna
I
say
thought
Australia.
I can't believe I didn't recognize you. How are the record stores in Cyprus?
Sadly, they're in pretty poor condition. Like, people just don't care about records of any sort, the CDs or the vinyls. I always have to import my stuff. That's always very expensive for me.
How import it? Do you burn CDs or do you import it? You're
talking
buy
about
discs
real-
from across real imports.
Across
Real
real
import.
locations, yeah.
Oh,
Where do the imports to Cyprus come from mostly? U.S. or Japan? Or at third place?
United Kingdom mostly, actually.
Okay.
I also sometimes import audio equipment from Germany as well. It's mostly from Europe. Otherwise, the CD becomes too expensive, you know. Like a nice stack of vinyls is going to cost you at least 30 euros in shipping, at least.
so I understand when you watch a movie in the U.S., North America, it's a different format than Europe. Europe uses PAL.
Yeah, you guys use NSTC.
Yes.
And
So
yes.
is that the same with music? Is your audio tracks, are they pals? Are they your friends, or is it something else from? In case I ever travel, I'd like to know. Should I bring my CDs? Are they going to
The
work?
CDs
there?
are fine. The CDs are fine, but the problem comes with like audio equipment itself. Like, I tried to get a Marantz amplifier, and it was the wrong shape. So you got your nice stack of tape deck, a record player, but then you got the Marantz in the middle, and it's kind of like small and tall. So there's an awkward space
So you
between
can't
those two.
set your thing on top. So like a Cypress tape deck would be like maybe 2 feet long and then like as thin as a pancake.
Practically like that, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I have a rule around here. Let me get an exact measurement.
Okay. We'll wait for that.
So I always thought CDs would be, smaller. They make smaller CDs.
Yeah.
And you put your big CD and it just doesn't fit in a Walkman.
Right. I
Do you
think
guys want inches or centimeters?
the Cypress CDs are like thick like a donut.
Right. CDs we have are thin. So that way you can stack a lot of them. I keep a lot of them in my CD binder in my car. People love to come in when I give them rides and they just sort through my discs.
You
I
got
got the measurement, and it's 15 inches wide
okay.
and 3 inches tall. And the Marantz is 5 inches tall and
Is this
around 10 inches wide.
Now
is this a
let's
laser disc?
Oh
Yeah.
man, I would love to have a laser disc, but they're so rare, you know.
Right.
Get that crisp analog vision. That's why you get a laser disc. You don't get that crisp analog vision with DVDs or VCDs.
Right. Or HD DVDs or Blu-rays.
Before you put the tape measure out, could you measure your own height for us? Stand. And let me know what. If,
I don't think the tape is long enough for that, but last
Okay.
time I checked, I was around 190 centimeters.
good
I'm
height.
a little bit tall.
Okay.
Which is about what, 6 feet?
It might be 6'5", 6'4".
Okay.
Okay.
You ever play any
I
basketball?
think. No, I actually played soccer. I usually play as a goalkeeper.
Do they have basketball in Cyprus, or has it got like a special name and you throw the ball into like a human skull or something?
No, we have basketball here, but just like any other European country, it's the second sport and it's not just that popular.
Yeah.
Do you have a nickname as a goalie? Did they call you, Simsek, the human wall, or, Simsek, the impossible? You can never score on him. We always try. And then when they start to play at the court, oh no, Simsek is here.
They sometimes call me Slinky.
Slinky.
Yeah.
190 centimeters of pure blockage.
Well, I'm not that good of a goalkeeper. Can't make it in the pro leagues, but I'm always good with friends.
If you had a chance to thank your friends over the years who played sports with you, what would it sound like? And do you just want to sort of do that right now?
I'd like to thank all of you, especially Ahmed, for playing soccer with me all these years. In high school, we might have not been that good and couldn't get even to the regionals, but we still had a good effort. And in university, well, North Cyprus has a little bit odd reputation, so we couldn't do well as that, but we did a good effort, so I'm really happy on how much soccer we played, and sometimes the occasional times we did basketball, which I just dominated through the 3-pointers.
Have you finally been able to let go of that time you guys didn't get into the Cyprus regionals in basketball? Sounds like it's something you held on to a little
That's
bit.
right. Who was the person who messed up?
Who messed up the big regional?
I think it'd be me. I mean, I'm not the best goalkeeper. I mean, I got the physical, but I don't have the mental. I don't have the reaction.
But I always say, if it makes it to the goalkeeper, the whole team messed up, because there should be no shots on goal. They should always keep it out of that half. If it comes to you, then everyone else made a mistake.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's
Youth
up to
soccer
you.
doesn't have much defensive players anyway. Everyone wants to score a goal, so
Right.
everyone's around the goal. Nobody wants to play as a defender.
Yeah.
So you're expected to keep goals from not going in.
You got to watch out for those corner kicks.
Yep, punch those balls away.
That's right.
So I
So
want to ask you a little bit about trends. We'd like to ask you about trends on that side of the world.
sure.
So today we were wondering about the word epic.
Right.
Are people using that there, or is that? I would say here
Yeah,
it's on the downward side,
We're trying to bring
All
it
down
back.
the downward side.
but we're going to bring epic back this week. We decided.
And what's the exact plan?
Hey, you going to the court to shoot some footballs today?
Yeah.
Simsek's going to be there. He's 190 centimeters tall. Epic.
Epic sort of event.
Can you just tell us
Pardon me?
about something that was epic, so we can hear what that sounds like?
something that was epic.
Yeah.
I really like watching
Well-
the swap shop at 1 p.m. It's epic.
Well, one time I managed to go back to soccer a bit. Probably my highlight of my career is when I managed to punch away a ball that was going around 100 kilometers per hour. It was going right into the top right corner. I managed to punch it away. That was pretty epic. That was my most epic moment in my life.
That sounds epic.
And
Totally off.
It was
and that was 100 kilometers an hour, you said?
Yeah, around that. I could feel my gloves burning, you know,
Wow.
even while punching.
I was like a superhero. A bunch of superheroes played soccer.
If you guys are just tuning into the show, we're talking to Simsek. He's from North Cyprus, and he is 190 centimeters tall. And the most epic moment he ever had was when he punched away a soccer ball going over 100 kilometers an hour. You should have been there for that.
That sounds pretty epic.
Can I add something to my swap while we are still talking about soccer?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I went to the post office to check the stamps because when you're sending something, it needs to say it's not from out. Well, it's an international post, you know. It's not from America. It's not from Cyprus, you know. And I expect if the MS Bird guide accepts the same. I saw some really nice Euro 2016 stamps, and I plan to use them if my swap gets accepted.
That sounds great.
That's really good information to have.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to swap for Simsek's flashlight, not only will you be getting the flashlight, but you'll be getting some epic 2016
Euro
European
stamps.
Union stamps. Maybe we could just do a Google search for those EU stamps 2016.
They're once
Is there
in a
like
lifetime.
These are actually soccer cup stamps. They're not just regular European Union stamps, but there's a bit of more Europeanness in the stamps.
Okay. And does it have like Vlad the Impaler on it or something? I'm trying to think of like a cool European historic figure.
Well, I would like to say, if you're a fan of the show
I
and
think
you're
Pele
watching
was
last week,
Brazilian, actually.
Angela Merkel. I feel like they would put her on.
She's still alive. They might do
I
that.
think honor Angela.
I don't think he plays soccer, though.
Oh,
What about Winston Churchill? How does he rate around your parts?
Here?
Yeah. What's the
Well,
prevailing opinion of Churchill in northern Cyprus in 2016?
I guess a bit forgotten. British used to control the island from World War One. After World War One, it's like
I think we pulled up your stamps,
60.
and it's got kind of a trophy-ish sort of thing on it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
how many stamps does it take to send your flashlight overseas?
It should take probably 3.
Okay.
So if you trade for
I could get
Simsek's,
3 unique ones, so you could add them to their collection.
and if you trade for Simsek's flashlight, you're gonna get 3 of these limited edition Cyprus regionally specific EU stamps. They got a cool graphic on them. Somebody worked really hard on this, I think. So just keep that in mind in terms of bonus value.
If you ever
Simsek, would you like to do a thing where you go into the post office and Zach is the post office employee, and you have made this swap, so you're going to buy the stamps? Just pretend that's
Sure.
what you want to say and everything? Okay, so
Sure.
here we go. They got the same bill as us there.
Hi, come on in. You're at the post
Merhaba.
office. Oh, good.
Merhaba,
thank
ben 3 tane posta pul almak istiyorum. Euro 2016 pullarından.
Right. We have some stamps. They're from Euro 2016. They're hot. They're new. We only have 4 left, and you're gonna need at least 3 if you're sending anything off of Cyprus.
Hepsini almak istiyorum.
They're about €3 for a book of 4. Would you like to buy one? I can
Oh.
ring it up on my cash register here. Would you also be interested in any packaging tape? You need to package your boxes really good, really tight. You cannot, and put bubble wrap in them, because I'm going to be honest, I work with a few people who are nothing but jokers. And they're going to toss this box, it might break, and you're going to need to tape it up real good, put bubble wrap in it. Treat this like the egg that you made when you were in your shop class. Do you remember when we were in shop class?
I think my
Dropped it.
immersion just broke there.
We dropped an egg from the roof
Shop
in a
class.
cardboard box. We had to stop the egg from breaking. I wish I was working at another place, but this is what I have to do right now. I'd love to work at the video rental store. Do you like to rent movies?
And maybe
Okay, that'll be €3 for the 4 stamps. Do you have a chip card, or are you gonna pay by cash? Because we don't
I'll
have enough to
probably-
break a tin.
I think I have a 5 in my pocket,
Okay.
and I think those are liras and not euros, so I might have to get them exchanged before I buy them.
Great. How are you doing today? How's your family? I haven't seen you in a while.
Pretty good. I've been a little bit sick. I had to rest over the weekend. Couldn't properly work. And yesterday was Labor Day, so I at least had an extra day to rest.
Oh, good. Well, it's €3. You give me a 5. Here's €2 back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it's been a pleasure doing business with you. These stamps can be sent anywhere, so you're going to have a great time with them. They're brand new. They're designed by one of the top designers in Europe.
That's nice to hear. I hope my American friend will enjoy those.
Oh, if they don't enjoy them, then you might need to find some new friends. Well, have
See
a
you
great...
soon. I'll probably buy more stamps later on.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by and grabbing some stamps. We'll have more left whenever we get a new shipment in. But right now we're running low, so don't mail out everything at once.
And now, Simsek, if you don't mind, I'm going to be Zach's coworker after you leave. Okay, here's you leaving. We're going to talk about you for a sec.
Sure.
What's up with that guy? He just comes in here like every day, talks about stamps and how sick he is.
He says, I don't know, I know him, I've met him before, but he always tells me, he acts like he's never met me. And I said, no, we're in school together. I know your family. This is a small place. I see you all the time.
I mean, I hope he's harmless, but he's in here every day. It's starting to give me the creeps.
Right. Well, I know he brought that flashlight, and that flashlight looked military grade. Like, I wonder what that flashlight, what is going on with that? What do you need that big flashlight for? It doesn't get that dark. We have street lights.
And now he's mailing it abroad?
Right. Who's looking
This
for
guy
lights?
this guy's some serious SHIT. He's probably an agent of some kind.
Could be like a James Bond type character. And you know what? I don't want that on my island. Keep it out of Cyprus.
Take that to South Cyprus.
That's right.
This is respectable North Cyprus.
We have beautiful beaches. I don't want to see someone walking down the beaches with a big bright light at nighttime. I want to watch the sunset and listen to the waves crash.
And this is a sea turtle nesting area. You gotta keep those
That's
lights
gonna
out. It's gonna
bother the
distract the
eggs.
sea turtles.
And bother the eggs. You know what? I have half the mind. Next time he comes into my mail shop, I'm gonna kick him out. I'm gonna have to ask him to leave.
No, he's too nice for that. But maybe.
Well,
We're just kidding, Simsek. They don't say that about you at the post
Oh,
office.
thank you.
You're
But that was an Oscar grade performance right there.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. That was a bit of a role play. We like to role play. Thank you.
Well, thanks for the call, Simsek. We always like to hear from you, and I think you're
Absolutely.
gonna, now that the stamp upgrade is there, I think you're gonna really seal that swap really soon.
That's maybe something we could revisit tomorrow. We'll talk about stamps, the importance of the stamp,
Yeah,
and the history of it.
to swapping in general too.
That'd be a nice episode of Swap Shop because, stamps is what powers the swaps. Without
right.
mail, you can't have swaps.
Yes, and in fact, we were thinking about one of our ideas is to call the post office here and see if we can do a ride along with our mail carrier to kind of get into that world of what happens after your swap.
What happens when you pick up a letter and it doesn't have a stamp on it? Do they just throw it away? I can't mail this. It needs to have the fare, the correct amount. They didn't pay to stamp it. And I'm trying to think of a rhyme that I could say back. They didn't pay to stamp it. I'm going to not
Cramp it.
cramp it, yeah.
So thanks for the call, and we'll see you in the
No
swap shop
problem.
again
Yeah,
soon.
thank you, Simsec. And we always have great
No problem.
call
I think
connections.
I have someone on the door, so
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for giving me the opportunity as well.
you're welcome. Have a
Absolutely.
great rest of your
Bye.
evening.
See
As
you
soon as
then.
possible.
Thank you.
Neat.
He always has a great phone connection when he calls
Yeah.
in. It's wonderful.
It's like a restaurant grade
Right.
phone connection. Should we look at some of the new items?
We have to jump right into
Yeah,
these
we
new
got to jump
items.
into this.
If
It's
you're a new
already-
fan, a new viewer of the William Street Swap Shop, we swap items. We look at your images that you email us at williams.swap@gmail.com.
Right. Maybe you're tuning in for the first time. We do more than just talk to people in North Cyprus. We do a lot of that, and that's fun, but we also help you swap items that you want to get rid of and maybe get something cool in return for. This is a Kiss Pez collection. We haven't talked about this yet.
Being swapped by Cat. It's a popular group, 4 metal musicians from the 1970s. They were hardcore. They were into a lot of demonic music, and
They're
nothing but bad news. They were rebels.
timeless, still very relevant band, Kiss. Yeah, I like that Gene Simmons because he does things the way he wants to do.
That's right.
He doesn't let anybody push him around. Gene Simmons, if he feels like jaywalking or betting on sports, he does that. No one can tell him no. And he sticks out his record length tongue area, and everybody gets a good kick out of that.
They think that's the tribute. A lot of people like their music, but it's not a seal on their encore. They don't seal the show until he comes out and just sticks his tongue out at them.
Mm-hmm.
They play all their songs. They're done. People cheer them on. Come back out. And they say, we don't have any songs left to play. And Gene says, I got to go stick out my tongue. That's what they want to see.
And he does it, and then it's all finished. Normal people, I don't know if you know this, but your typical length of your tongue is from your thumb to the top of your middle finger. That's a typical tongue length.
That's what
Gene
completes that
Simmons.
right angle triangle.
Gene Simmons is from the wrist to the middle finger. That's how he became famous.
Wow.
Bonkers.
There's 4 of them. It's the complete set. Inside each is probably just regular candy, but who knows? It might be laced with some sort of poison. So get it tested before you eat any of it.
These are great to give for Valentine's Day gift. The person holding them looks like they have great taste in nail color. They didn't use a quarter for scale, but they're using their thumbnail. Get it? They sent us a thumbnail. The JPEG
like
is
that,
often
yeah.
called thumbnails.
So this is the JPEG thumbnail
That's right.
with the thumbnail
With
in
the
it.
Kiss Pez dispensers. You might have a nephew who likes candy, and you say, you know what? I got to teach you about the finer music, the bands that are popular you need to grow up listening to.
Yeah.
Listen to Kiss. Put on a Kiss record and give it a shot.
You think Fall Out Boy rocks hard? Let's go back to Kiss. There would be no Fall Out Boy if hadn't been Kiss.
That's right.
Let's look at that thumbnail. Can we actually zoom into that thumbnail? It looks like some sort of
Camouflage.
woodland scene. Yeah, there's like butterflies and lily pads, like a Monet on a thumbnail.
Right.
So not only do you get the Kiss dispensers, you get the privilege of swapping with Kat, who has creative thumbnail designs.
Cat likes Kiss, and when you're all done with the candy in the Pez dispenser, you're going to be a little upset, but then just take your eyes, go down, look at the bottom of the Pez dispenser, tilt all the way up, look up at the top, and look at those cute face paintings that the members of Kiss have. Each one is cute and done in a different way.
Which member of Kiss is your favorite, Zach?
I'm not sure the character's name, but the one to the right, our right, as we look at this of Gene Simmons.
Okay.
It almost looks like that member of
Ace.
Kiss, Ace.
Ace Frehley.
Almost looks like he has a little whiskers on his chins.
You got Gene Simmons. You got Ace Frehley. You got Bernard Snowstorm.
Yeah.
And then there's just like Steve, I think is the last guy.
Steve Robinson.
Yeah, he plays bass. Or no, because that's Gene Simmons. He plays hand percussion.
That's right. Gotta get these Kiss Pez dispensers. It's just you're dispensing more than candy if you get these Kiss Pez dispensers. You're dispensing comedy. People are gonna laugh when they see these. You go to a club, you go to the library, you go to a church, you go wherever you go on the weekend, and you say, "Hey, you want some candy?" You're offering it to someone. Normally, if you just hold it out of your hand, look at holding it out with a leather gloved hand. Would you accept it? Probably not. But if I had a little Kiss Pez dispenser in my hand, and I opened up their mouth, "Hey, want some candy?"
Yeah.
I think the person you're offering it to would be immediately disarmed, and they would say, nothing bad is going to happen. If this person has a Kiss Pez dispenser, they have a sense of humor and like good music.
Sounds like this is solving a problem maybe you have where people at the park won't take candy from you with your leather gloves on. So maybe you could think about getting them, and then when you try to give people candy and make their day better, they'll take it from you.
That's very, if Kat has anything they are looking to swap, I might be interested. To have 4 of these Pez dispensers, I'd put them in each loophole on my pants.
It's next to your mace.
Walk around.
The mace you keep in case of you get mugged. Just
Or bears. You have to have mace for bears, too. If you're hiking in bear country, you got to have mace. But you also want to be careful you don't take
allergic
these.
to bears. You're allergic to bears.
Yeah. Keep them away from me. And I am a little worried if I went hiking, these might attract bears. They're going to smell the Pez. Even if there's no candy in it, they're going to smell the remnants of it. They're going to try to track me down.
Coming up next, we got a new item we're really pumped about. It's called a light up flower. Also, I guess that's the same cat. Can we get a visual on her computer? Can we get in on tight on the fingernail again? And if we could enhance just a little bit, please. Wait a minute. Yep, I see it. Yep, we got confirmation.
Same cat.
Same fingernail.
Okay. Well, it almost is a glow-in-the-dark fingernail. Imagine coming home late at night and all you see are 10 little specks of thumbnails glow-in-the-dark moving at you.
And you say, oh, it's fine. It's just Kat,
Right.
my roommate. She's trustworthy.
Right.
She has the Bernard Snowflake Pez dispenser I've always wanted to steal. So this thing is a light-up rose. It is battery-powered, I'm assuming.
What's the best thing about a light-up rose, Matt?
No hassles with keeping it alive.
Right. You don't have to worry about water. You don't have to worry about it dying. It stays alive forever. Runs out of batteries. Go pick up some new ones at Batteries Plus. They have all the batteries you need.
Do you ever just hang out at Batteries Plus and talk to the guys there?
Yeah. I actually, over this past weekend, I go in. I know a lot about electronics.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit and I look at the batteries and I watch people come in. And I don't work for Batteries Plus and I don't have any kind of association with them. But people will come in and they will say, I'm looking for this. And I immediately swoop into the conversation. And I say, what are you using? Why are you using that? Why don't you try the lithium? That lasts longer. Better than the alkaline. Get a universal remote. What are you thinking? Go to Sears, get a universal remote. And then people at Batteries Plus will say, Zach, it's fine. Let us do our job. You're just a customer. And I'm like, I'm just trying to help.
I'm sorry for bringing up Batteries Plus again. I know that we don't like to
It's okay.
talk about it.
I've gone to a few now in the perimeter, and I try and just help people out, but I guess they don't appreciate advice. And I have a lot of experience with batteries. Almost everything I use is powered by batteries. I don't plug it in.
Let's take a look at one more thing here. Keep these new things in mind. This one is called Stuffed
The stuffed
Gecko.
Another item by
Also
Cat.
from Cat.
There's that thumbnail, that
We
bright
call this the
thumbnail.
Cat Triple Special. The Triple Cat confirmed thumbnail.
It's like getting a little Kit Kat, except instead of having little 2 pieces of candy that are connected, you get 3.
Look, she took this one later, though, because her thumbnail had grown out a little bit from her Monet painting. Some of it had flaked away. It was like 2 days later after some clubbing.
It looks like it's kind of, which is a good sign for us. She's still watching the show. She's a regular viewer.
Mm-hmm.
She's still thinking about swapping. It wasn't just a one-time thing.
Maybe Kat would, I'm not saying she has to do this, but just as a throw-in to make sure it's like kind of like a certificate of authenticity that it came from her, she could clip her fingernails and then put the clippings in the package with one of the swaps if you were interested in that. It's something we could try to work out with her. If she's watching, why don't you give us a call? Let us know if you'd put your fingernail clippings in the swap with the other stuff.
Look at this little gecko. Where do I recognize it from?
I think it was the Taco Bell mascot for a couple years.
That's right. It was
His
it spoke
catchphrase-
Spanish.
Yeah, his catchphrase was "Keep eating them." It's like late 2000s Taco Bell ads. So you guys can get your hands on that and be all set if you want to swap with Kat. Maybe she could do a triple Cat special. Throw all 3: Kiss, Pez dispensers, Light Up Flower, and the former Taco Bell spokesman gecko stuffed animal into one mega swap. Make her a deal. I think for that you're going to have to go DVD player value or higher.
Which is currently what, about $50 US dollars or $100 US dollars?
It's like DVD players are like just got under 200, I think. So yeah, like 199.
Okay. I would say that's a really good deal.
I remember I just kept telling my friends, I'm holding out on DVD player. I want to wait till it gets less than $200, and that just happened maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, I think. So I picked one up at Service Merchandise.
You're a Fry kind of guy, right? You like Fry Electronics?
Yeah, love
Yeah.
it.
You're always inviting me out. Hey, what are you doing
Live there.
Thursday night? Gonna go out to Fry's.
Just walk around, listening station, play a couple demo video games.
Yep.
Talk
Check out
to
the drones. I always am wondering what those drones are doing. Flying the
Yeah.
drones around the store. They have big, tall ceilings at a Fry's, and you can fly drones.
And I go to the appliance section. I don't have any appliances in my house. I just got a hot plate. And I look at those ovens. I'm like, one day when the swap shop takes off, we get an oven.
When we get that big contract, it'd be nice. I like going and looking at the 4K TVs and talking to the people there, just like I talk at Batteries Plus.
Yeah.
I ask people about, why are you getting that size TV? Just try and offer, it's like a friendly, real-life Yelp encounter. You could read my review if you want to, but I'm going to give you my review of this item right now while you're trying to buy it.
Sometimes I go up to a guy who's looking for shopping for a TV at Fry's, and I'm like, just making small talk. I'm like, yeah, it's a funny story, but this really good buddy of mine lives overseas, and one time the soccer ball was going like over 100 kilometers an hour, and he knocked it out with his hand.
Whoa. 100 kilometers.
Bonkers.
190 centimeters tall, too.
190 centimeter tall guy, I know.
You can definitely ride any ride you'd like when you go to a theme park.
Time is slipping away, and we got to get to a thing.
That's right.
We put a lot of work into this.
This is correct.
Um,
It's a Monday. Doesn't mean you're starting off the work week a little slow.
Yeah,
You're starting
you're
off
a little
school
cold,
slow. Getting ready to
maybe.
take finals.
yeah.
Right.
Monday can be kind of chilly emotionally and energy-wise.
Turn up that
So
fire.
we wanted to turn up the heat, and we turned it up with a little thing we call
Swap heat.
Okay, so as you know, swap heat is when we focus on one item. Today it's the Microsoft Word version 1.0. And now we got a second thing we want to talk. We actually were talking about this on the show the other day, and we want to make good on a promise.
Right.
This is a little flashback from last week's show. That might be ready in one
Hey, I
sec.
need help double spacing this paper. The paper clip pops up. Hey, what can I help you with? I had a lot of conversations with that paper clip when I would be writing school reports.
Getting bullied, having the only one person he could turn to, and it was the paper clip. I don't
They
know
put me
about
through a lot of school.
double spacing. I just want to know how to deal with this bully, man.
That's right.
Paperclip said, you gotta push back. You know, we should get the paperclip. We'll do some stuff with the paperclip on tomorrow's show.
Okay.
That's worth following up on.
That's
just
right.
have him give you some bully advice.
Okay.
Advice on bullying.
That'd be great. So that,
Oh, okay. There
that
we
was
go.
last week.
Last
we didn't
week.
get a chance to do it. The show after that one, as you can
We
see,
had to make some calls to track down the paperclip. Clippy.
been around.
He's been kind of doing his own thing for a
Right.
while, and we finally, I guess it was my agent. I asked him to call
Yeah.
some friends, and he found his agent, who's still out there in
He's a little
Hollywood.
higher rated on the star meter, I think, and they were able to get him through
Track him down.
IMDb Pro.
So actually, I know you guys got a lot to discuss, so I'm gonna go step off, and we'll bring on Clippy.
Okay. Have a lot to talk about. While we wait for him to show up, I've had a lot of bullying issues when I was in high school and middle school, and I just hope to resolve. Oh, hi, Clippy.
There he. Hey, Zach, what's going on?
Hi, buddy. Nothing much. I have a show now. I know we talked
I
last.
know, you're doing great for yourself, bro.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you. When was it? The last time we talked, when I was writing that important essay on progressivism in politics when I was in high school.
Yeah, I remember that was a really good term paper, and you needed a 1.5 spacing, which is a little harder. So we went from 2 spacing down to 1.5. It was totally chill. I was way into it.
I remember, sometimes you'd pop up just at the right time. I'd be sitting there just scratching my head until it hurt. I
Yeah.
can't figure out this problem on my Microsoft Word. Where's the double spacing?
Yeah, I
Where's
remember
the
that.
indent? Why is my page break
God,
showing
that
up?
was a great, great release of Microsoft Word. It was like 1.0, 2.0. The double spacing was some of the best that they've ever put out in any software program. So excited to be a part of that project. It's a big career highlight.
I noticed you're doing a lot of cool animations. You've been a buddy. You've made me. Anytime I was having a bad day, I'd open up Word. Sometimes even if I didn't have homework to do, which is kind of crazy. Because would you ever open up a book and look at something to make yourself laugh? But I would sit down and I would open up Word and boop, you'd
Yeah.
pop up.
Yeah, I remember that. Remember you didn't have a ton of friends back in those
No.
days.
And that's why Matt left the room. I wanted to let you know I'm doing better now.
Yeah.
I know people made fun of me a lot.
Yeah, I remember just a lot of frustration and anger coming from you out into the page when you'd write stuff. A lot of real dark kind of short stories back then.
Someone once told me, they said, don't mess with him. He looks like the type of person who will do something bad at school.
Yeah, I remember
That
just
hurt my
a
feelings.
lot
I
of
would
the
never hurt anyone.
crying onto the keyboard back in those days.
Right. And then when they said I had big ears.
Yeah. Hey man, so I got a few new things. I know you're kind of in the entertainment industry now, but I got some screenplays and like some pilots I've been putting together.
Oh, cool.
Could
yeah.
you take a look at those at some point, or?
Oh, definitely. Why not?
Okay, cool. Why don't I shoot you an email with my Clippy story screenplay? It's about me. It's about some of the crazy celebrity friends I had back in 99 to 2002-ish. Does that sound chill?
That sounds great. Yeah, that will be epic.
Yeah, bro, definitely. Love hanging out here with you. You've really grown into a great man. And your car is badass. Oh boy, I just love it
Hey,
here.
Clippy, thanks to you, I'm a success.
Could I hang out at your place for a while?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
You always got space on my computer and always got space at my home. My
Yeah.
my home's hard drive is never too big to fit you in there.
Remember how you used to kiss me and pretend I was a girl back in the day?
Well, I didn't
do
think.
you,
I thought maybe we could talk about this.
do you want to do that one more time?
Well, I guess I thought we could talk about this after.
Nah, now's a good time.
Sure, why not?
Just don't overthink it.
Let me just look at where I'm.
Yeah.
Give you a kiss on the eyeballs.
Just like we used
A
to
little
do.
butterfly kiss with my eyelashes.
I
You know how
miss
they feel?
this.
You feel your eyelashes rubbing across your body. It feels like little butterflies.
I miss us, man. I miss us.
Nice.
You know, I got a jet. I'm supposed to grab a sandwich with Adam Sandler.
Okay.
So
tight.
let's talk soon, though, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. You're always welcome to come over to my house and Netflix and chill.
Right on, bro. I'm gonna fist bump animation is broken, so I'm just gonna stand here for a second, but I'll see you later, bro.
Cool. Thank you, Clippy. It's always been a pleasure, and I love seeing you. I'll never update my Microsoft.
Thank you so much for that. That means more than you can even realize. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's cool to see you guys interacting together. That was really fun for me to watch.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I had a good time. I'm glad that we got to do that on the show.
I never really had a friend like that I could count on, so it's cool that
No.
when you have somebody like that.
You know what's wild about it is I know Clippy has a lot of places to be and a lot of people to talk with. Like Santa, you know, a lot of people, a lot of students like me are in that same position that they just want to express themselves and talk with Clippy. And I thought it was really cool of him to come on and
Yeah.
talk with me when he could have gone on to any other show.
He's got tons of fans from back in the day.
Right.
And yeah, it's cool. We just want to thank Clippy for
Yeah,
making
thank
it out
you.
here today.
Thank you, Clippy, and thank you to everyone at Microsoft
Yeah.
who developed.
Who got us
Clippy.
in touch with him and just sort of helped the whole thing along. So, yeah.
Right.
I can't believe it. It's the end of the day.
Right.
Clippy really took us right into
Right.
the end of
That
the
was
show
the
there
best.
nicely.
Maybe we'll bring Clippy back on as a guest sometime.
We should.
Special one
He's-
every now and then.
He
guest.
deserves to be back.
Right. Well, Matt, it's always a pleasure working with you, and to be honest, I think you have replaced Clippy in my life, and you are my new friend.
It means a lot to hear because
Right.
I can tell how close the bond between the two of you was. So
Right.
thank you so much for that.
I always can confide with you.
Well, we got a whole week of swapping
That's
ahead of
right.
us, and more confiding and more special moments to share with all of you out there. Thank you
right.
for watching.
Thank
once
you for
again.
joining us.
And send us some swaps. We got room in the warehouse again once again.
Williams.swap@gmail.com. Call in tomorrow. We'll be back at 1 p.m., and we look forward to seeing you.
Until tomorrow, then,
Until tomorrow,
it's a deal.
it's a deal.